Although it's officially autumn, it's going to feel a lot more like winter over the next few days for southern South Africa as two fairly strong cold fronts move through the area. We're also expecting cloudy and wet weather across the southern coastline today, as well as for parts of the west coast. There's even a small chance for a bit of light snowfall along the mountain tops of the Western Cape. Over the central interior, it's going to be a partly cloudy and dry afternoon, while towards the far east, the sunshine continues with very warm temperatures for some places. The South African Weather Service has issued two alerts for today. The first is a warning for very rough seas which continue for parts of the western and southern coastline. And the second alert is a watch for extremely uncomfortable conditions once again affecting northeastern KwaZulu-Natal. Your rainfall probabilities for today, where there's just a 20% chance of light rain or drizzle along the western escarpment of the country, affecting Springbok, Sutherland as well as Calvinia. Along the south coast as well as including Cape Town, up to a 60% chance of rain, which will gradually be spreading up the eastern coastline. And by evening, rainfall is expected to reach Durban, but the rain only reaches Richards Bay by early tomorrow morning. Taking a look at maximum temperatures for today, while it remains very hot for parts of eastern South Africa, well into the 30s for much of Limpopo, Mpumalanga and even into Gauteng, while towards the west temperatures rapidly decrease, particularly cold over the western high ground. Sutherland with a maximum of only 14 degrees and along the south coast not much warmer for George at 15. Let's take a closer look at coastal conditions now, where we're expecting a windy afternoon for the western coastline. Winds are going to become strong as we head into the evening. Swell heights averaging between 4 and 5 meters across this area. Further south, very similar conditions are forecast. Wind speed increasing as we head into the second half of today, averaging at 35 kilometers per hour for False Bay, and coming in from the south, swell heights averaging at 5 meters with a southwesterly component as well. Southwesterly winds are going to be fresh once again for the south coast of the country. We're expecting high tide this afternoon at 20 minutes past 3, swell heights between 4 and 5 meters across this area. And finally, along the eastern coastline of the country, it remains generally pleasant for KwaZulu-Natal. Light winds coming in from the south. We're expecting swells to be low across that area, averaging between 1 and 2 meters, but picking up to about 3.5 meters for East London, where we're also expecting fresh southwesterly winds.